Imagine stepping off a plane, the excitement of a new adventure coursing through your veins, and walking directly into a postcard from another era where every corner tells a story. The air is warm, tinged with the scent of cigars and the distant rhythm of salsa inviting you to sway along. This is Cuba, a place that instantly captures your senses and slows down time, making you feel like you've stepped into a different world. Sunlight casts a golden glow on crumbling colonial facades and vibrant vintage cars, each with its own tale to tell. Here, life moves at a different pace, inviting you to look closer and listen to stories carried on the sea breeze, stories of resilience and joy. Along Havana's Malecon, fishermen cast lines, couples stroll, and laughter mingles with the sound of waves, creating a symphony of life. There are no digital billboards, art is on the walls, in the music, and in every interaction, making the city itself a canvas. Cuba is a living lesson in history and humanity, where the present and past are beautifully entangled, creating a rich tapestry of experiences. To truly experience it, you must look beyond the visuals and connect with the people and their stories. Stories that reveal the heart and soul of this vibrant nation. This isn't just a vacation, it's a journey that will stay with you, painted in the brightest colors, etched in your memory forever. Let's walk these streets together, not as tourists, but as curious travelers, eager to uncover the magic that lies within. The streets of Cuba are a rolling museum of classic American cars, bright Cadillacs, Chevrolets, and Fords from the 1950s. These vibrant vehicles, with their gleaming chrome and bold colors, are instantly recognizable and have become an iconic symbol of Cuban culture. As you wander through Havana, it feels as if you've stepped into a living postcard from a bygone era, where every corner reveals another automotive gem. These almendrones aren't just for show, they're daily workhorses, taxis, and family treasures. For many Cubans, these cars are woven into the fabric of everyday life, carrying children to school, families to celebrations, and visitors across the city. Each ride is a shared experience, connecting generations and communities. When the US embargo cut off new cars and parts, Cuban mechanics became masters of invention, keeping these beauties running with whatever they could find. Ingenious repairs and creative solutions became the norm, as spare parts were scarce and necessity drove innovation. Each car tells a story of resilience and resourcefulness, sometimes powered by Russian engines or held together with handmade parts. Under the hood, you might find a patchwork of components from different eras and countries, all working together to keep the car on the road. Owners take immense pride in their vehicles, lovingly maintaining them and sharing their histories. For many, these cars are more than transportation. They're family heirlooms, passed down through generations, each with its own unique journey and memories. Riding in one is a trip back in time, a rumbling, joyful testament to Cuban ingenuity. The experience is unforgettable. The sound of the engine, the feel of the leather seats, and the breeze as you cruise through the city's colorful streets. For many families, these cars are a lifeline and a source of income. They provide essential transportation and support livelihoods, whether as taxis, tour vehicles, or cherished family cars. Take a ride with the windows down and you'll feel like a movie star from another era. The city unfolds before you, and for a moment, you're part of Cuba's living history, surrounded by the sights and sounds of a different time. These cars are more than a tourist attraction, they're the soul of the Cuban street. They bring people together, spark conversations, and keep the spirit of the past alive in the present. They embody the spirit of making things last, no matter the odds, a testament to Cuban creativity, perseverance, and the enduring love for these rolling works of art. Old Havana is an open-air gallery where every building is a masterpiece. Spanish colonial palaces, Baroque cathedrals, and colorful Art Deco facades line the streets, each telling a piece of Cuba's story. The peeling paint and crumbling plaster only add to the city's lived-in beauty. Plazas like Plaza Vieja and Plaza de la Catedral are the city's living rooms, where life unfolds in public. Look up to see ornate columns, decorative tiles, and stained glass vitrales casting colorful patterns inside grand old homes. Today, these buildings house multiple families with daily life echoing through their courtyards. Restoration is slow but vital, preserving Havana's soul for future generations. Here you can touch the past. Every cobblestone and wall has a story. Old Havana wears its history proudly, inviting you to explore its layers. In Cuba, music is everywhere. pouring from open windows, drifting from bustling cafes, and echoing through the narrow streets of Havana. It's impossible to walk far without hearing a melody, a rhythm, or the laughter of people moving to the beat. Music is woven into the very fabric of Cuban life, a constant companion from sunrise to sunset. It erupts on street corners where impromptu bands gather and the air fills with the sounds of salsa, son cubano, and the infectious energy of Afro-Cuban rhythms. These aren't just performances, they're invitations to join in, to clap, to dance, to feel alive. Music is how Cubans express joy, sorrow, and hope, a language that transcends words and unites generations. The beat of the bongos, the strum of the guitar, and the call of the singer all tell stories of love, struggle, and celebration. As the sun sets, evenings bring spontaneous gatherings. Locals and travelers alike are drawn together, dancing in the streets and plazas. Don't be shy, someone will always offer to teach you the basic salsa steps, sharing a smile and a piece of Cuban culture. These moments are about connection, laughter, and the joy of moving together. Cuban music is a rich blend of Spanish melodies and African rhythms, creating a sound that's uniquely Cuban. The son cubano, made famous by the Buena Vista Social Club, is a perfect example. Music that tells stories of everyday life, of dreams and memories, and invites everyone to listen and join in. To truly connect with Cuba, visit a Casa de la Trova, order a mojito, and let the music wash over you. These venues are the beating heart of Cuban music, where tradition and innovation meet, and every note carries the spirit of the island. Watch the passion on the musicians' faces, the way their eyes close as they lose themselves in the music, and the heartfelt emotion in every performance. Here, music is not just entertainment, it's a way of life. Feel the energy in the room, the warmth of the crowd, and the pulse of the rhythm. This isn't a show for tourists. It's the authentic heart of Cuba, alive and beating. The music will stay with you long after you leave, a rhythmic reminder of your time on the island, and the soul of Cuba itself. To understand Cuba's time capsule feel, you need to know its recent history. The 1959 revolution brought Fidel Castro to power and led to a U.S. trade embargo, cutting off goods and technology. Cuba relied on Soviet support until the USSR collapsed in 1991, plunging the island into crisis. The special period forced Cubans to become even more resourceful, surviving with very little. Limited internet and technology mean life is lived more offline. Conversations happen face-to-face and news spreads by word of mouth. This isolation, combined with economic hardship, shaped the Cuba we see today. The classic cars and crumbling buildings are symbols of necessity and resilience, not just nostalgia. Understanding this history adds depth to your visit. It's not a theme park, but a nation with a powerful story. Every detail you see is a testament to survival and ingenuity. Cuba's challenges have forged a unique culture and spirit. Seeing beyond the surface turns your trip into a profound experience. Cuba's greatest treasure is its people, warm, welcoming, and resilient. Despite hardships, Cubans greet you with genuine smiles and open hearts. Conversations on stoops and laughter in the streets become your most cherished memories. Daily life is a lesson in community. Neighbors chat across balconies, children play baseball in the street, and families gather with doors wide open. Staying in a casa particular lets you experience this warmth firsthand, sharing meals and stories with your hosts. The spirit of resolver, finding creative solutions to daily challenges, defines Cuban resilience. If something breaks, they fix it. If something's scarce, they improvise. This isn't about complaint, but proud self-reliance and ingenuity. The unbreakable spirit and deep human connection you'll find here are the real magic of the island. It's these moments of connection that make Cuba unforgettable. The people are the heart of your journey. In Trinidad, I met Carlos, a man whose life is woven into the music he plays each night on the steps of Casa de la Música. By day, he worked a simple job. By night, he became a trovador, his old guitar, his constant companion. Carlos played not for money, but because music was his soul's language. His songs told stories of love, loss, and the beauty of Cuba, captivating everyone who listened. Though he never became a professional musician, he never gave up his passion. Music was his escape, his joy, and his connection to his culture. It doesn't pay the bills, but it feeds the soul, he told me. Carlos's story is the Cuban spirit, holding on to passion and finding beauty despite limitations. He may not be famous, but every night, he keeps Cuban culture alive for all to hear. His heartfelt performance is a reminder that true art comes from living with passion and grace. Traveling in Cuba means embracing patience and flexibility. Plans may change, but that's part of the adventure. Support the Cuban people by staying in casas particulares, eating at paladares, and hiring local guides. Your choices help families directly and make a positive impact. Be a respectful traveler, ask before taking photos, and bring small, useful gifts for your hosts. Remember, Cuba isn't a theme park, it's a living, breathing country. Engage in real conversations, listen more than you speak, and approach every encounter with curiosity. Most Cubans are eager to share their stories and perspectives. Travel here is about meaningful human connection, not just beautiful photos. With respect and openness, you'll have a richer experience and leave a positive footprint. Cuba rewards those who travel with heart. Cuba is more than a destination. It's a feeling that lingers long after you leave. The warmth of the sun, the taste of a mojito, the sound of rumba, and the kindness of strangers stay with you. Walking through its living history challenges your perspective and inspires reflection. By visiting with respect, you become part of Cuba's ongoing story, a bridge between cultures. The stories of people like Carlos are everywhere, waiting to be heard. If this journey has touched your heart, keep exploring with us. There's so much more to discover. Thank you for joining me on this timeless journey through Cuba.